it's doing our countdown right now. I'm
Who do you think had the best draft so far?
Actually, I haven't really processed the draft and looked to like value who got what, where, and stuff. But I think the Cowboys did well. I think the Dolphins did, or the Giants did well too. But I think they also. Hold on, let me just put the camera on this real quick. I didn't even have the camera on this. Boom. Welcome to the Juice and Pop Show. I'm Juice. This is Pops. We are doing day 2 of the NFL draft. Wake, what's going on, brother? What's going on? But yeah, I don't know. Who do you think, Dad?
I'll tell you the truth. I thought it was one of the best drafts for people drafting the best player available. It really was. A lot of times it's not always the best player available. That's what people don't plan out that way. But I thought it was going to be a lot more trades going on in the first round than what there was. But and like I said, it wasn't taking the best player available. And I thought the Giants had a really good one. I thought the Cowboys. Nice. I like the Jets. They got your Worth Morgan.
Oh, the Jets ended up picking up Thieneman?
Yeah, that tight end for Morgan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Thieneman still might be there, the safety, actually. But yeah, Kadik from Oregon, the tight end. Yep. Or I believe it's Kadik. I could be wrong.
I love when they took him. He was the best player out there. I said they probably won't take him that deal. I said, oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it because I thought that it was a decent actual pickup for him because they used that tight end, Trey Mason or something like that, or
Yep.
something like that they got last year. They used him fairly well.
This is an manager money. The treasurer says Hernandez.
If you put a lot of it, yeah. Big girls drink hot.
You know what? Having a drink seven on that hot tub. He left me wrong.
I mean, big girls drink hot.
Let's see, really, you have to have. I know I'm not saying that, but you're there. I understand what you're doing. Like I said, she is trying.
You don't make it. They're just accurately.
I think it, like I said, I give more. I see. I think children get juice. Hey, want apple juice? You cook up your apple juice. Hurry up. Maybe let's let you have one after you couple them the body.
Big.
I played mind game with Lauren Hill.
Nobody said that. And that. And nothing more than that you not rich.
What that has to do with that?
But she insinuated that
Yeah.
she wants to not believe that I can't, baby.
Well,
I mean, shit. The Browns did well with trading back and still getting Caleb Downs, actually, now that I think about it.
That, like I said, they had a real good draft. They're one of the teams that I thought traded to make things work for them. I was surprised that Tennessee did take Love. I thought they should, but I didn't think they would.
Nine minutes.
So,
Yeah, cannot believe the Steelers ended up drafting a tackle that wasn't even on nobody's board for a first round pick.
there's one that has the weirdest draft I've ever seen.
It's like we panicked after not getting Lemon, and it's like just trade up. I mean, shit, how far did you want Lemon to go? And that's the thing, like if you were gonna take Lemon at wide receiver and then there's only another 3 or 4 wide receivers, honestly.
They should have took Concepcion right after that.
That's what I'm saying. So their gap for KC all the way to Lemon must have been a big gap because they didn't go wide receiver. There was still the other receivers there, but they liked Lemon. So why wouldn't you trade up one if you could? And I mean, I need to see what actually the Eagles, let me look that up real quick. What did the Eagles trade for the 20th pick? So they traded this year's 23rd. So they went up 3 spots. Plus they gave up 114 and 137. So they gave up 2 third rounders and their first 3 spots later and got back the 20th and then a 7th rounder. So we'd have had to give up 2 third rounders.
Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe that player's going to really turn out they got there in that round. Said I them nobody had.
I hope so
Who
because we
knows?
haven't had a first round draft pick in fucking forever be decent. It feels
Then
like.
they drafted him.
Huh?
Then they draft him when they have it. That's exciting. Nobody knows.
Yeah, it's like our first and second round draft picks aren't never the best. It's like our third and fourth is where we get money at. Draft starts in 5 minutes.
Hey, bring me a puppy, please. Oh, you have the baby. Don't worry about it. I guess. I forgot about the baby. I said, Yeah, you might have been down there hitting his head on the shelf, do you? Bam, bam. Oh, shut that. Yeah, I was going to say, take him off your shoulder and you lay in and bam. And Addie loves fire. She just wants to. Well, that's good. Cold. You ever had that chance when you want to pop and it's really cold? It tastes so good.
Yep.
She's already drunk 2 juices. Yes. Are you done already? You want another one? I was going to say that. 2 of them? Second chance? She said, no, I don't want none. Say, it's more for like, in my room, we're going to my room. They were on the other side of Nicholasville when I talked to her. Yeah. So they were a lead good hour open halfway. She has to go to his house to get her car because they were driving that new car. Yeah, her car's over there.
He's a burn.
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, and put your stream and I'll watch the stream with you on it. Fun with it.
Oh.
Can you turn it up a little bit, son?
I didn't have no audio on it, my bad.
Their pick right now is critical.
Can you hear it? See, it fucks up the audios real bad with me. Now I can't hear you. And I can't really hear this.
The players are set. The fans are most certainly set. Here we go. It's round 2 of the 91st NFL draft. And it starts right now.
Here, there's something in the air. Change. In direction, in lives, in fortunes, and in families.
No, I cannot hear you.
Comes with the call.
I could hear you before, I just couldn't, you just sounded muffled, like you were mixing in. Now I can't hear you at all.
Loud and clear.
No, I can hear you after you say a couple of words, it picks up, but I can't. It's fine, Dad. It's the same thing I always say.
On night 2, more road moments that began long ago will change with the call.
The wait is over. Now it's time to get to work.
At the NFL Draft.
And welcome back to Pittsburgh. It's night 2 of the 2026 NFL Draft. It is presented by Bud Light in this city of about 300,000 people. We had more than that here last night. We expect the same tonight and again tomorrow to watch as the fortunes of every team in America's most beloved sport rise and fall, while simultaneously the wildest dreams of all these young men and their families come true right before your eyes. We saw 32 of those stories last night, and we have cameras on several of the young stars who will be drafted tonight, including Zion Young, edge rusher from Missouri. Booker talking about him in our pre-draft show, an outstanding player. We expect his name early tonight. How about Zachariah Branch? We had 5 wide receivers drafted last night. We're expecting about that many to go tonight, and Branch could be one of them. You know, in many ways, the draft process is an endless array of questions. How fast can they run? How high can they jump? How well do they handle the biggest moments? Well, these are the nights where the time for the questions is over and the time for the answers arrives. It is the one night where the teams tell you the truth, not with their words, but with their actions. Who do they really like? Who do these fans want to see? What will tonight bring? Because round 1 is about all the big names. But rounds 2 and 3, our NFL teams are built. And so we're about ready to roll. The stage is full. I see a lot of legends up there. I see a lot of football players and former football players. And the Commissioner, Roger Goodell, making open night 2 of the 2026 NFL Draft.
Come on, Pittsburgh!
Yeah, see, Pat McAfee's there.
Okay, welcome to night 2 of the 2026 NFL Draft. Last night, in front of more than 320,000 fans, right here in Pittsburgh. Give yourself a hand, that's awesome.
Hey, wow.
And millions more watching around the world, we welcome 32 incredible young men to the NFL family.
Chance.
Already,
Touch football.
260,000 fans here. You've already set a record for night 2.
Sure.
As you can see, I'm joined by 32 players and legends of our game, all here to help us select the
You can time up or put him in cage.
to join the NFL.
Matt, tell Matt time up.
Many of these players with me on stage have either grown up in Western Pennsylvania.
He won't get near that fire, Matt.
This area is one of the most talent-rich
If you ever get Greg's always right.
with more than 650 players advancing to the National Football League. Long known as the cradle of quarterbacks, Western Pennsylvania is a true pipeline of greatness, producing 23 Pro Football Hall of Famers. Please give them a warm welcome.
That's it. Put me down, son. You tell us.
Okay, Pittsburgh, are you ready? Round 2 of the 2026 NFL Draft is officially open. The San Francisco 49ers are on the clock.
Damn, the Niners got 7 picks in total or 7 picks today?
Between picks here in round
I don't know.
Between picks in round 3, Mel Kiper, for those just joining us, who are the best players available right now?
Got some good ones, as we always do in round 2. These guys had first-round grades. 21 overall on my big board. Denzel Boston, big 6'3 and a half, 212 pounds, short-handed wideout out of Washington. Zion Young can handle anything you want him to do. He's not just a one-trick pony getting after the quarterback. He plays the run, and as we talked about, sealing the edge. C.J. Allen, every down linebacker. Jermad McCoy would have gone in the top 10 had he been healthy. Didn't come back from knee injury. That's lingering. And then E-Man, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, one of those elite safeties in this draft. We thought could maybe sneak into the first round. Good player, box safety. Will hit you. Had a really good game against Kentucky this year. Getting out of that.
I could see them going Zion Young or Denzel Boston.
I love this player, a complete defensive end. It's going to be interesting
I don't know much about
where
that.
Jermad McCoy goes, because how often do you see a player we regard as the best at their position that's still on the board in round 2? We know why. and some teams failed him on his physical. Who's going to take the chance and get, maybe not for a second or third contract, but maybe for the first one, you get the best one in the draft.
Yeah, look, I think Zion Young and all the players who play that position on the edge, I think that's the position that's in focus here immediately with the 49ers. They just were not good rushing the passer last year when Nick Bosa got hurt. They were one of the worst teams in the NFL in terms of sacks, or the very worst, and they were the very worst in pressure percentage as well. They've got to address the position. I expect them to do it here early, maybe here with this very, very first pick.
Again, they're one of the many teams, 1/4 of the teams in the league that did not make a pick last night. So this will be their first opportunity. They made a late trade out of it last night. Snuck that one in on me, to be completely honest with you. My bad. But so we have the 49ers as currently scheduled. We have the 49ers followed by the Cardinals, then the Bills, who did not make a pick last night, then back to the Raiders and the Giants, which are the teams in their normally scheduled spots. After this thing all worked itself out, we had quite a lot of deals last night, and as we discussed in our pregame show, but many just joining us here at the top of the hour for the picks, we do expect some quarterbacks to be drafted tonight. Over the last several years, in the last 5 to be exact, there have been 3 quarterbacks selected in round 2. Tyler Shuck, Will Levis, and Kyle Trask.
Yeah, got a group of maybe 6-7 quarterbacks, got it all bunched together. Kate Klubnik, we thought at Clemson would be not happening, right? So you think about these quarterbacks, where they were in Oregon, where they are now, big difference. Carson, Miami. Drew Aller, Penn State. Watch out for them. Obviously, Garrett Nussmeier, LSU. But Cole Tate, North Dakota State, can be a guy who can give you that run dimension. He can be a Taysom Hill type. He's a big, strong, athletic kid. One-year starter at North Dakota State was very accurate throwing the football. Enigmas like Taylor Green. Why aren't you a first rounder? Because you were inconsistent with accuracy. So there's a lot of quarterbacks around all over the place. Something missing. But in day 2, maybe a couple of these quarterbacks come off the board, and the rest obviously in that 4th, 5th round area.
So if you're Arizona, Lewis, and you're looking to add a quarterback, they pick it in the 2nd pick of this at 34. Is that too soon in your mind? Is that too early to go quarterback? They have other selections. They could maneuver the board a bit. They have the first pick in round 3. Would 2 picks from now be too early in your view to go for the quarterback?
You know what? It may be. It may be. They may be looking at it, especially when you're talking about assessing how the league looks at these guys. They may figure, hey, why do I need to address this right here at the top of the 2nd round? Why I don't have to pay top of the 2nd round prices for a guy like Carson Beck, who I think should be the first guy off the board? Maybe they pick another position here and maybe they try to address the offensive line, address quarterback a little bit later on. Do they think Carson Beck would still be there?
Oh yeah, Dylan Thieneman did end up going to the Bears. That makes sense because they lost Brisker. Yep.
Absolutely. I think with Carson, it really is about this. It's about how comfortable are you with the person, because I think that's where people mostly. A lot of the criticism of Carson Beck comes with his personality. Do you like him? Do you like how he mingles with the rest of the team? Do you like how he conducts himself as far as being out and gregarious and being out in the open? How many people really can criticize the football field this year? He's my 3rd highest rated quarterback. He's 111 on my big board. So to answer your question, for me it was definitive yes. It's too high. Yeah, I got this. Like I said, he's at 111 on the board. As those quarterbacks are in that 111, 115, 130 range. 4th round.
Yeah, the Browns didn't do bad actually. They got KC and they got
I think it's a little bit too early right now to start getting a developmental quarterback, whether it's Allen,
I agree.
whether it's Carson Beck, even though he could come.
No, Caleb Downs went to the Cowboys.
They can come in and start next year for your football team.
Huh?
That's what we're gonna see a run on here.
Yeah, now what else?
Yeah, they got Spencer Fano, the tackle, and then they got KC.
I'm not going to say it's as exciting as the 1st round, but scouts really get excited about this day, especially here in this top half of the 2nd, because there's always guys who you potentially could have seen going in the 1st, but there's always one factor that pushed them out of it, and a lot of times it has nothing to do with their ultimate skill level. And that's what the exciting part is about this part of the 2nd.
This first pick is always something of a hot spot because the teams have had all of these hours to work their way through.
Uh-oh, their pick is in.
As a team, one of their needs certainly is pass rush depth. They had just 20 sacks last season, which was 6 fewer than any other team. So you've talked about Zion Young. That's a player I know you like a lot. That certainly feels like it could be a possibility here. And then we'll go on from there. I mentioned 7 minutes between the selections in round 2 and then 5 minutes in round 3.
I'll say a player, Lou, you mentioned him. Everybody in
All
the
time.
NFL over the last
Since,
2 days, the name that came up, I would say, who's red hot right now? Who's the guy who's not going to have to wait long to hear his name called? Maybe late one, early two. It was Trayton Stoops. Yeah. Trayton Stoops' his name as a defensive back out of Arizona. He had an ACL in 2024. He missed the first 2 games of this past season. When he got healthy, he was on fire. Oh, yeah. He was all over the field making plays. Last 2 games here, he had interceptions.
Yeah, if it starts at 7, it don't start till about 17.
He's a chess piece you can throw around. This kid is going to fly off the board in round 2. I'd be shocked if we were 5 picks in and Trayton Stoops wasn't selected.
All right, so we'll wait to hear his name. This is a spot that originally belonged to the Jets. It changed hands a number of times. The Jets wound up moving into the end of round 1 and taking Omar Cooper, the receiver out of Indiana, and that leaves San Francisco here to make their selection. I'm told that the pick is in, and we are awaiting the commissioner to come out with the announcement. The energy level is high out here tonight. Still very warm, very pretty day it's been in Pittsburgh, and here we go. We'll have legends making these announcements, and the first pick of the second round is ready to go.
What's up, Pittsburgh? I just want to say it's awesome to be back in my college hometown. It was an honor to play here for 4 years, and I just want to thank the 49ers for this opportunity. I want to give a shout out to the 49er faithful, the best fans in the NFL. With the 33rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Deshaun Stribling, wide receiver, Ole Miss.
Deshaun Stribling.
He's from Hawaii, made stops at Washington State.
I think they could have moved down. Maybe nobody tried to call him, but
the last 2 seasons, 107 catches, 12 touchdowns, and he ran 4.36.
I mean, shit, anybody can take anybody, but I mean, I don't think anyone had him going in the next 5 or 6 receivers, I don't think. I've never even heard of this guy.
Over the shoulder, no problem in traffic. Plus, he's a blocker as well. He can get it done there. You see him here, turn on the jet after the catch and outrace those defensive backs into the end zone. The attention to detail is a route runner. I think you will get to that in the NFL, get to that point. But at Ole Miss, with Trinidad Chambliss emerging a quarterback for Ole Miss this year, you saw it here against the Georgia Bulldogs. You see that speed. He's running away from some talented defensive back. Dribbling put it together this past year, big way. Talk about in the college playoff quarterfinal against Georgia Tech, 7 catches for 122 yards against Miami, 5 catches, 77 yards. He was an excellent football player. The size-speed ratio that he has puts him in the category we talked about, maybe even a little ahead of Denzel Boston. I thought Boston was a better overall player from a route running standpoint, but on talent alone, Stribling had a lot of people that really were in his corner.
Yeah, this guy has the makings of a true number 1. A big, strong, physical ex-wide receiver.
Huh?
All season long. He was a big playmaker at Oklahoma State. He was a big playmaker.
One more time.
I said I sat out hamburger and I haven't even cooked them. I forgot it. Somehow 6 coughs.
Oh yeah, you was out back with them.
Precision play action pass offense. He'll get a lot of
You can go if you want, Dad, and you can just chill and watch the draft on your own and make your food and stuff. It's no big deal to me. Huh?
Listen, at the same time, I said I'm right here by the kitchen. If I want to, I just get up and put that phone over here. It's got on the charger now. I can hear everything.
49ers, that's about as definitive as it can get. We will have a mix of the commissioner and various legends announcing the.
Does this make it louder for you?
Get up to the stage again. The Arizona Cardinals are next.
That made it louder for you?
Set to announce the
Is that good or bad?
in this draft.
It's great. Yeah, I just can't hear you when I do it. Hold on.
With the 34th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, Arizona Cardinals select Chase guard, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M guard.
Was the prep player of the year in New Jersey.
They got a guard to go with Love.
Started 12 games as a freshman, moved to left guard as a sophomore, and Melly was a.
But you said what though, Dad?
Oh, I forget. I said, you don't have to turn it up because I got it all the way down. You turn it up, I could turn it up too if I wanted to.
Got you.
Over 2,000 rushing yards. You look at Basanis as a the athleticism and the ability to
take it back with you.
basis. I think when he moves well laterally, protect the edges, he's playing at a high level.
Lower to me, teacher.
Now, he allows his opponent at times.
Lower to me.
Now, they got something he needs to work on. That's where there's some inconsistency. When we're up against some really strong, talented defensive linemen, we have a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I was going to say real quick, I saw this young man when he was a freshman, when he was a starter at right tackle. He is a fantastic athlete. He has got all the athletic ability in the world to be a top-flight offensive guard. Leverage, power, speed, second-level quickness, adjust. And you're right, it's just the pass protection. Just clean up the precision with which he punches with. But the athletic ability is all there. This is the guy who has first-round talent. But the position switch, maybe some inconsistencies, but he's right there.
And that athletic movement is really big when you talk about a guy that's able to climb to the second level. He's got that type of athletic ability. Yeah. I think he's got to refine his technique a little bit in pass pro, and then he can become a really good pass protector.
The Cardinals had only 9 rushing touchdowns last year. Now they open their draft with Jeremiah Love to run it and Chase Basanis to block for him. So obviously help they can need. Their quarterbacks are also sacked 59 times last year. We'll see who their quarterback is this coming year. But should they go offensive line there? We'll hear from the Buffalo Bills coming up now for the first time in this draft. They traded out of round 1 last night. When teams are thinking Super Bowl thoughts, it's always interesting to see what direction they choose to go. Now, what do we have identified as the areas of need for Buffalo?
Talk about linebacker, off ball. C.J. Allen's name would be in the mix. Wide receiver, obviously Josh Allen, more weapons. Edge rusher and cornerback. Think about that defensive back position. Traden Stoops, to me, as a guy's got to be coming up in these conversations because of his versatility. You had wide receivers like Denzel Boston. You have Josh Allen throwing it up to Denzel Boston and the linebacker who can play. And every down linebacker, C.J. Allen out of Georgia.
And to your point, Teron Johnson is no longer there. They made the move to go away from Teron Johnson. Traden Stoops would fit that role perfectly. A guy that can be the jack of all trades the way Teron Johnson was.
The pick is in for Buffalo. The Raiders will be up after them. The Bills are ready to announce their pick. I'm told that one of the legends of the commission will be out in just a moment. Bills are the second team to trade down 3 times in the first round on draft day. They did that yesterday, joining the 2009 Browns. So the Bills didn't make any picks, but they certainly were busy yesterday. And here they are to make their first selection of this draft.
With the 35th pick in the 2016 draft, the Buffalo Bills select linebacker T.J. Parker from Clemson.
T.J. Parker's out of Phoenix City, Alabama. Really flashed 2 years ago with 11 sacks for the Tigers. Also set a school record that year with 6 forced fumbles in all. He started 29 games at Clemson, had 21 and a half sacks.
Yeah, it didn't come together. He had 3 sacks in the final game against the South Carolina on that offensive line. It was frankly awful, and they couldn't block anybody. So you get the 3 sacks there, 6'3 and a half, 263 pounds. He has much arm length at 33 and a quarter, 4'6", 840. He should be a guy that was wreaking havoc on a regular basis. He can win with power or speed when he's at his best. The impact plays were noticeably down in 2025. Talk about the speed off the edge. He didn't show it in the games I saw on tape. Needs to go to the secondary rush move faster, and when the original move is scored, get after it. So I think there's some things to work with there. In 2024, he looked like going into this year, he would be an elite guy. It did not come together for T.J. Parker. Senior Bowl week, though, he looked good. That helped.
Him and Greg Rousseau, that's a nice combination now coming off the edges. He just has to live up to that fantastic potential that he has.
T.J. Parker is a Buffalo Bill. We're 3 picks into round 2. The Vegas Raiders will select next, followed by the Giants and many more. TJ's excited to join Josh Allen and company. We're back in Pittsburgh in just a moment.
The 2026 NFL Draft is brought to you by Accenture, the official business and technology consulting partner of the NFL.
Can I get a Bud Light? Sorry, the bar's not open yet. Oh, it's not for me. It's for the the bride. She said, "Can I get the clean, crisp taste of a Bud Light?" Her words, not mine. She wants 3.
She wants more of those deviled eggs, too.
Anything for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
100 years ago, no one would insure cars for military members. So they did it themselves. A group of 25 soldiers backed each other. A century later, and we're still serving the military and their families. Not just because it's the right thing to do. It's in our DNA. Those values our founders shared: honor, service, loyalty, integrity. Those are the things we live by. And why our members know we'll be there. USAA, taking care of our own.
Put a lime on your to-do list. Corona, La Playa awaits.
In life and in business, the goalposts often move. But at Accenture, we say, game on. Because whatever goal you're heading for, together, we'll get there.
The playoffs continue Saturday on ABC. And in this rivalry, every possession is personal.
For the third time in 4 years, we got Denver and Minnesota.
For Jokic, the chance at revenge. For Ant, the opportunity to upset.
Anthony Edwards writing his own story.
Emotions are high.
This is a real rivalry.
The stakes higher. Game 4, Nuggets, Timberwolves. Saturday on ABC and the ESPN app.
Why is everyone so fired up? It's a Stanley Cup playoffs. Most exciting playoffs out there. A two-month roller coaster filled with sudden deaths, good old-fashioned chaos, and a beauty we call Jesus. There's action on the ice and in the studio. Every series is a statement, and everyone gets their shot at the cup.
Why is everyone so fired up? It's the Stanley Cup playoffs, the most exciting playoffs out there.
The Stanley Cup playoffs continue Sunday on ESPN and the ESPN app.
All right, we're back in Pittsburgh. We are 3 picks into round 2, and we've had a trade. The Raiders were scheduled to make the 36th pick in this draft, but the Houston Texans have jumped up a couple of spots, identifying a player that they were looking for. So we'll have the announcement of that pick momentarily as that pick is in. The Giants will be going next after that, and on we will go. Again, 7 minutes between the picks in this round, and they're being announced tonight by a variety of NFL legends who have ties to this western Pennsylvania area in a variety of different ways. And so the Texans, again, with the trade up here, and they will make their pick as they're bringing out one of their former players now to announce the selection alongside the commission.
I'm joined by Billy Miller, original Houston Texan. Scored the first touchdown for the Texans, both in preseason and regular season. Quite a record. With the 36th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Caden McDonald, defensive tackle, Ohio State.
And look at the emotion on that young man's face. He was here last night, sat and watched 32 players be selected, came back tonight because he wanted to have this experience of walking out onto this stage and embracing and being embraced by the commissioner and the entire football world. So good for Caden McDonald. He is a Houston Texan. He played in all 16 games for that national title team in 2024, but really came into his own last year in his 3rd year in Columbus, named a unanimous All-American, and he was the Big Ten's Defensive Lineman of the Year.
No doubt. You know what that look is about? Mama ain't got to work no more. That's what that look is about right there. Those tears, his mother doesn't have to work anymore. It's an emotional feeling. But Green, he's one of my favorite players in the draft because he has a lot of versatility inside. He can be a one-gap player, a two-gap player. Oftentimes, you don't find defensive tackles that are this productive. He makes tackles inside tackle to tackle, 65 tackles last year, a ton of tackles for loss. his ability to be so strong and so stout at the point of attack, it shows over and over and over. The ability to press and manhandle guards, very few guys have it at his age, and he has it right now.
Right, when I went out to Ohio State's pro day, Lorenzo Styles was there, obviously, watching his son, Sonny, who didn't work out, but he came up to me, and he said, hey, Lewis, this is the guy to keep an eye on. No one's talking about Caden, but he was one of the most important people on our defense last year. And this is the perfect place for him to go to. Just think about it. Those tears are all of a sudden going to turn to anger. Because he's going to start thinking about, look at some of the guys he gets to play with. You get to play with Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson, play for D'Amico Ryan. They drafted Keelan Rutledge in the first round. Yeah. Nick Casario, where does he come from? He comes from New England. You talk about building your team front to back strong down the middle. This is the kind of guy that he wants. You're going to the baddest defense in the National Football League. I'm telling you what, I'd be crying tears of joy right now going, I'm going with a bunch of hunters down here. And so right now, I mean, it's great for him to get out of that green room and know what colors he's going to wear next. But, man, is he going to a good situation. Are you kidding me?
They stepped up against some good opponents. Miami Hurricanes, number one. He was active in that game. 6'2", 326 pounds, immovable defensive tackle. When you look at Caden McDonald, he's like a one-year starter. Tyreek Williams there. Where'd he go last year?
You see that,
Caden McDonald this year put it all together. Like I say, 65 tackles in the Washington.
He's still not back.
2 sacks in that game against the Miami Hurricanes. Tied the season high with 8 tackles. One of those was behind the line of scrimmage. I like the fact that not only the size and strength to clog the running lanes, but also make impact plays in the backfield, get after the quarterback, plays with very good leverage, excellent pursuit skills. He will chase down the line, and he's a good overall tackler. He finds the football. For a first-year starter, very impressed with that. That 65 tackle number is off the charts for defensive tackle, folks.
And when you talk about a player that big, the thing that stands out, Greeny, the effort. He plays with effort. At 320 pounds, very few of us that are that big play with that much effort, and he does.
And he'll fit right in and because of that.
Yes, yes.
Again, he waited all through last night and all day, and now he's with our Laura Rutledge on the stage.
Caden, we see the emotion overcoming you. It was important for you to stay here, to have your moment. You just had a long hug with the commissioner. How would you describe this?
It's emotional, man. I knew I was supposed to be here, and I'm just so blessed. I'm just so thankful. I'm just so emotional. Like, where I came from, now I'm here. It's a blessing.
It really is so fun to watch you experience this. You know that this Texans defense is a force to be reckoned with. How will you make a day one impact?
Disrupting, making it easier for the DN, and we all go together. We're going to work. I'm ready.
Thank you, Caden.
Appreciate it.
Good for him. Caden McDonald.
Oh, man, that's good.
It's a great reminder of what this is really all about. For all of us who are football fans, this is about who did my team get and who did the other team get and all that. But for these young men, this is a life-changing experience, Booger. It's one that you had some years ago.
Greeny, you have so many people that pour into your life.
Who just went, chat?
When those people are surrounding you in the green
Oh, no, that's still Caden? Okay. That's still Caden.
I was sitting in my mother's bedroom when I got the call. That was back when it was 15 minutes in the first round.
Dad, you back yet? Nah, he just in the kitchen doing his thing, I think. I was about to say. Huh? This ain't the draft. What's going on? That
He's going there now. He's giving Eddie a bat. Playing with her like he's in the truck.
got you. I'll disconnect him. Just tell him to join when he's done.
Alright.
All right.
Quarterback Fernando Mendoza. You go get a veteran in Kirk Cousins. Fernando Mendoza doesn't have to play. John Spytek and Tom Brady, Mark Davis, those guys are onto something right now in Las Vegas. It's all about putting the pieces to the puzzle together.
It does feel interesting, and if I'm getting ahead of myself, say it, but it feels like it, at the very least, like there's optimism, right? It looks like the train is going in the right direction. How fast it's going is a different story, but for the Raiders.
Well, because they've been the laughing stock. Number one, they were the laughing stock in 2025, but look at their draft picks over the last, I would say, like 7 or 8 years. They haven't hit on many guys.
No.
And guys that they have drafted aren't even within the organization anymore. I'm talking about first and second round picks, that is, not the late round ones. But, you know, to be able to bring guys into this organization that won other places and also won at the collegiate level, and the mindset, you can just tell the mindset shift by who they just drafted, in Stoops, and then who they brought in free agency. They're trying to change this narrative, and the best way to help a young quarterback is to make sure that your defense is solidified. No doubt. And that's exactly what they're doing in Las Vegas.
We'll go a step further with what you're referencing, Harry, about excitement.
Yeah.
I mean, Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, how do you not get excited about that? Now, only Ben and I are going to get excited about Tyler Linderbaum, one of the best centers in the NFL. But you're bringing in guys whose names are going to be in lights. You're bringing in guys who are going to sell tickets, and then you're getting guys who are going to make your franchise better and your football team better on a week-in, week-out basis. So I think there's a lot to be excited about, and I absolutely think the direction is heading in the right way for the Raiders.
Ben got so excited, guys. He ran over to the board. Ben, go ahead and share with the class what you got for us on Stoops.
I told you that there was a special interception from Trayton Stoops. It's against Arizona State. He initially is lined up as a nickel player. He's in the slot, but because Arizona State motions, he's going to end up more as a deep player, right? He's running a quarter safety. He's an off coverage here. They're going to get this hard play action fake, and they get this deep climbing over route against an off-cover defensive back. They are thinking cash money, baby. We got him. Let's go score a touchdown. Watch Stoops get connected, and then he's going to be the first one to track this ball. He's right now, he's flat, right? He's thinking, right, he's going this way, I'm coming with him. Oh, hello, I'm dragging the screen everywhere. He's thinking that this receiver's staying flat, and I'm going to move with him. As the receiver adjusts for the ball, so does Stoops. And they take that angle down to the sideline, and you see him get on top of this receiver's helmet. When the ball is in the air, baby, it ain't for you. It's for me. A contested catch on top of the Arizona State receiver, and then let him know about it, tapping the helmet at the end. Now, like I said, this guy played a lot of his snaps in the slot at Arizona, only recently moved to safety. So what does it look like when he's in man coverage over the slot? This right here is Cincinnati wide receiver Cyrus Allen. He will get drafted on day 3. Speed threat. There's nothing slot corners hate more than this stab route combination. The slot fade here on the outside. This is a very tough cover because your deep middle safety is never really going to be able to help you out on this one, man. It's one-on-one. Now, Stoops is thinking this is going to be a slant. He goes to cheat it. He goes to go ahead and step in front of it. And he's wrong. Now he's got to get on his horse.